Hello and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2013 on the Newbie Farm, which the sign is over there. You can kind of see it off in the distance there. Anyways, we finally got enough money to buy another field, so I am currently on field number 11. So field number 11 is 6.6 hectares, I guess it's supposed to be, and it's 80 grand. Another field came on an auction, but it wasn't the one I was looking for while I was playing. So I had to do, basically what I did when I was off camera is I basically just did canola a couple times, just so I got enough money so I could buy this field. But we actually have a bit of leftover canola still, and we have more money than we need, so we may be able to do some things with it. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this field, like so. So now own this field. I don't think we can cut the grass. Actually, let's give that a go. I think I sold our... did I sell it? Yeah, apparently I sold those. So I am going to buy one of the old school mowers. Just test. Where are they? Tedders, windrowers, mowers. I'm not going to buy this one because it's too expensive. 2.7 meters. I'm going to buy this one, which I think is 3 meters, although it doesn't say. Yeah, so I'm going to try and buy this Ford mower. And I'm going to go ahead and reset that. I'm not a stickler for going to pick things up. I don't mind resetting things. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to buy a tractor as well. So we still have 10 grand left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy one of the cheap tractors I have that I can get. Not that one. Do I have any other ones that are cheap in here? No, that's not cheap. No. Nope. Okay, so the one I scouted out already is one of the mods I have already. Not one of these ones. Not a Ford. I don't have enough money for one of those. Not that. Where is it? It's right at the bottom. This Massey Ferguson 165. So this actually has 65 horsepower. Which is about what the other Ford has. I did actually check that. The Ford 8340, I checked it out on a website called tractordata.com, and I believe they said it was about 94 horsepower. So it's actually not as much horsepower as I thought it was, which is kind of a shame, because technically it wouldn't be able to use the slurry, the liquid manure spreader we have, or the seeder that we have technically. So something to keep in mind. So because of that, I'm going to try and upgrade that tractor. I'll upgrade the tractor soon so I could, realistically use it. So this one has 65 horsepower. Can't say I've used this too much, and I hope it doesn't wreck fields, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to buy this, and then what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to buy a tipper so I can feed my animals a bit better because I've been doing a poor job. So I'm going to use this as part of the vintage or the classic pack. It's only 1,500 and we still have 3,800, so I can buy that as well. So I can go ahead and reset those back, or some might say get them to deliver it. And right now I have my Ford tractor. He is currently seeding this field with canola, and as I said, technically that tractor couldn't use that seeder, but I thought it could, but I guess I can't, unfortunately. So let's take a look at this new tractor we just got here. It looks alright, I guess. Not as detailed as I wanted it to be. I guess it'll do for now, though. Nothing special. It'll do for now, I guess. So Well, the in-cab's not too bad, I guess. Actually, I'm going to try the mower first. Whoops. There we go. Gonna go ahead, try the mower down in that field just to see if I actually can cut that grass or not. Because I might actually have to... I harvested this field a few times too. I left a few bits, and it's already been fertilized. I just need to try, just need to plant something. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower this mower. Actually, it's pretty big. It's probably about 3 meters. I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, so it's turned on now. I'm gonna lower it. Is it gonna cut anything? Probably not, because it's in the ground. Yeah. Lift it up. Nothing. That's what I thought. So, I'm gonna raise that up, turn it off, close it. I just wanted to double check. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to plant that field right there with something, and this field's probably gonna go into grass, so I can start feeding my pigs a bit better. And then actually maybe I'll get some cows as well. Well, I'll be able to feed the sheep. I didn't actually buy any sheep. I just I put some water in their trough, so they actually have 16 liters of water stuck there. So I'm gonna leave this here. So this is a really cheap sickle bar mower, they call it, and they don't use them so often anymore, but they used to use them quite often. That was oh, that's kind of cool. The throttle works in this. They don't use them so much anymore because what happens is it just cuts it straight at the bottom and then it lays it flat. So it is difficult to bale like that a little bit, and to dry actually. So what people tend to do more often is they use like what's called a mower conditioner most often, because what it does, the mower conditioner kind of like crimps the hay a little bit. Or that just, it'll be like, so if he's using the sickle bar, just cut it and they'll just fall flat like that. Some people still use it for some things, but if you were starting like a new farm, and as a new farmer and you were trying to go cheap on certain things, or trying to go a bit less expensive, a sickle bar mower might be a great way of going about it. So I have barley, but I don't have wheat. So I'm actually going to go feed the pigs some barley while the other guy is seeding that field there. So this trailer actually doesn't hold a whole lot. It's not modded for the other fruits we have. It's only the regular ones. Strangely enough, it actually does hold more than what we have right now. But it's not designed to hold everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go feed the pigs with this. And the reason I like this trailer for this, for feeding, is just because it's nice and small. And it has a really cool graphic when you go to feed things with it, which is kind of neat. And I'll show you that in a sec. Also, our chickens have been reproducing. We now have 59 pieces of chicken, or as they say it in the animal HUD. So we have 59 chickens, which is pretty sweet. I've been picking up eggs regularly still, so now I have 95 eggs. I actually sold 400 eggs a while back, and it's giving me about 8,000. So it's not too bad. So considering how many how many chickens we started off with, the fact that we have 59 chickens now and I haven't bought a new chicken is pretty cool. But it also goes to show you how much time elapses between, planting the field and actually harvesting it. It's quite a long time on this map, but that's cool. All right, so it's on the left side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around and drop this off in here. So this is this wagon right here. Sorry, is only for grains. They call it a grain buggy, I believe. So, whoops, I have to be in it. See if I can get a close up here. It's going to move a little bit forward. There. So watch the unload there. So the little side unloader drops and just pops them right in there, which is pretty cool. I like that feature a lot. And if you can hear something in the background, it's the rain outside. I apologize. Nice. So enough for 9 days apparently, which won't last very long on this map, but at least they've been fed, right? And actually, oh, that's kind of cool. The speedometer works on there too, along with the RPMs. That's kind of interesting. So on the surface, this tractor looks like it's kind of not well polished, but it's got some nice little cool features on the inside, so that's kind of nice. So what I'm going to do is going to drop this over in a shed somewhere, and then I don't have any wheat, or else I'd feed the chickens as well. I don't have any laying around, unfortunately. I'm just going to leave this there because I don't want to back that in because I'll mess that up, I'm sure of it. And what else do I have? I have the other trailer. So this tractor right now can basically use everything that we have on the farm at the moment. That's not true. I lied. I'm sorry. It actually can't. Technically, I'm just going to turn this off. Technically, it can't use our liquid manure spreader, which I believe needs about 130 horsepower to run it. And that's only got, I think it was 90 it said. Let me just check again quickly. So this one it actually doesn't say on here, which is kind of unfortunate. So it has 65 horsepower, so it's about half of what it actually needs, unfortunately. And if you're wondering about this independent PTO things, that's the RPM of the PTO. And let me just show you where the PTO is in the back. You can't see it. Never mind. So this little yellow thing right there, that's the PTO shaft, and that goes into the tractor. And what they do is, depending on the type of tool or the type of implement you're using, some might need a higher RPM than the other one. So that tractor apparently only does a 540 RPM, and I believe there's 720 is the other type, I think. Don't quote me on that. Apparently you're stuck here in traffic. That's not good. Don't know why he was stuck there, but, well, I do know why, but it seemed like he was ready to go, but I guess not. So, gonna plant this one as canola again, and then that'll give me a chance to make some more money now that I've spent most of my money. I'm gonna check for a cultivator, a cheap one. I don't know if I have any mods or cheap cultivator mods, but we're gonna double check. No, can't buy that. That one could buy, I suppose. This one could work actually, and I could actually run that. But NA modding. It's actually it's a what they call it, tine hair, I think it's called actually. Or I could buy one of these. So this is $8.50. It's actually cheaper and it's a bit wider than these ones. 5 a day, and that's 11. It's not too bad, I guess. Or I got this fancy one. Yeah, I guess I'll buy this. And he's stuck in a car again. And I'll reset that. Too much traffic. I don't think I've ever had this much traffic. I don't remember having this much traffic, at least. Alright, set them up again. There you go. So I'm going to go pick up that harrow, or that cultivator. And if my memory serves me correctly, I should be able to use it on the field over there. I don't know if I need to do this or not for that field, but I'm just going to do it anyways, just because I guess really the reason why I'm doing it is because sometimes they might think it's a planted field, and if it's planted and growing, that particular cultivator won't, or that particular seeder won't do it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Looks nice. Parmitter. Sweet. Folds out nicely. Cool. It's actually pretty wide, considering how much it cost. Yeah, so what happens is with that particular seeder, it won't actually, sometimes it won't, well, it definitely won't plant over stuff that's still growing, so I'm just going to cultivate it just to make sure, because I don't want to have to worry about that. So I'm going to start this guy up. So this guy's got 65 horsepower. He's pulling an implement that needs 45, so he should be good on that. I'm going to go ahead and hire him. Perfect, look at that. Beauty. And then what I'll do is I'll come around and plant this field when I'm ready for him. Yeah, it looks like it's planted in grass, but I don't know why I can't cut the grass at all, so figured I'll have to do it this way and cultivate it first and then plant it again, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it goes, so what can you do? And I've been leaving this thing here so I can go pick up the eggs randomly, just because I don't use it very often, but hopefully I'll be using it a bit more for the sheep and the cows maybe, and the pigs apparently. That's crazy. Pigs need the same thing as cows do, but they're not worth, you don't make nearly as much money with them. I guess it depends on the map. Like in this map, pigs are worth nothing. Like 25, I think 25, is it a ton or 25? Just 25, I think it is $25. Yeah, it's not even per ton; it's per pig. I was watching a farming simulator let's play with Dirt Hebbers, and on the map he's playing on, it was like I think it was like 100,000 per ton. So I don't know. Thought that was a little silly, but that's the way it goes. So. Alright, he's almost done. This is good. One more pass that way, one more pass coming back, and we'll be good. I like to consider myself more of a farm manager sometimes than a farmer when I play this game, because some of the things I just don't like doing. Seeding, cultivating, don't enjoy that too much. I don't mind doing the oh my goodness, the hay and whatnot, but for whatever reason doing this just isn't my fancy. And it looks like this needs to be fertilized too now. I don't know if that's what the grass actually looks like. I wonder. Doing a good little job here. Excellent, last pass here. And then what I'm going to do is perfect. I'm going to set this guy as grass. Apparently I like to pass grass and not actually select it and just keep going in circles. Okay, so this is actually field's already been fertilized, so I guess that was a bit of a waste of the fertilizer. But it's okay, we got lots. But we do have 3 fields now, I suppose, so. Just gonna get him started here. I could do something else other than grass, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do grass because I want to get some cows. Main reason for that is so I can have some sort of regular income from the milk, basically. Because what happens is, because there's such a long time in between each of the harvests, it's nice to have that kind of constant stream of cash. I hope this works. Let's have a look at the grass. Fancy. Huh, doesn't look like grass. I guess it takes a while. Strange. Guess we'll see what happens. And I believe actually grass in this particular map takes a while. How much is it? I think it takes, oh, how long was it? It actually takes quite a long time to grow, if I remember correctly. 65 hours in game or something, which is a lot. Don't run into the wall. Don't worry, tractor, I'll guide you around this, because apparently you can't do it. I don't know, some people have mixed feelings about fertilizing grass. They say, yes, it does do something, or no, it doesn't do something. I just fertilize it and plant anyways, for no apparent reason. I just think in real life you can fertilize your hay fields, and it will increase your yield to a certain extent, but not everybody does it. Like if you have cattle, then you might fertilize your hay fields because you want an increased yield, but not everybody does because they don't have the storage space or whatnot. So some people will fertilize their hay fields, other people won't, so it just kind of depends. I think for the most part people do, but maybe not with like a hardcore fertilizer. Like they may just use maybe sheep manure or cow manure or something. But it does depend. There are certain things you need to be careful of if you do something like that. Like if you're feeding the hay to, oops, don't want to do that. If you're feeding the hay to your animals, if you put certain fertilizers on your field, for example, let me think. I think it's if you use like solid manure, and if you put it too close to when you put your cows back on the field, it's bad for them. I can't remember. I'm not an expert on that, unfortunately, but I remember reading something about it. Alright, so that should be enough space now for the tractor to turn around so I can finish it off himself. Other tractor's about halfway done, I can see. I'm going to turn this sucker around. Going to start at the end here, just so I get those little bits and pieces. Perfect. Gonna let him do his thing. He's about halfway. Yeah, I don't. This tractor looks a little like unfinished. I don't even know where I got it from, to be honest with you. Like the model seems unrefined a little bit. Yeah, it's unfortunate. The other tractor I was thinking about getting was the classic tractor, the really hardcore classic one. Part of the classic pack as well. It is, which one is it? Right at the bottom here. This one for 6,800. But I don't know how much horsepower it has. I don't think it says in here. So that's the unfortunate part about that. So to make it as realistic as possible, I can't use some things. Now this tractor, this particular mod I really like. It's you can get it from the Farming Simulator 2013 official website, and I like it. It does tear up your grass or your crops, but it looks nice at least. Okay, so he is doing a good job now. Good. So I already have a forage wagon, which is good, which is this thing right here. And this will actually pick up the grass, which will be nice. So because I have that really cheap sickle bar mower, and now I already had this wagon, I'll be able to feed the sheep easily enough. How much longer until these chicks are done? 16 hours, 23 minutes. So this is the incubator. All you do is when you pick up eggs, you put them in there. That's it. They did cost a little bit of money. So this is the chicken coop. But it just collects the eggs in there, which is really nice. So you don't have to go running around. Makes collecting eggs so much faster. So as you get more and more chickens, it becomes easier to pick them all up. Eventually what I might do is I might just, I probably won't leave this wagon here forever, because I'll put something cheaper there. I can just tab to it. He's on his way. He's doing a good job. Thought that'd be faster than I thought this guy would be doing a faster job, but I guess not. So, oh well. What can you do? Yeah, it's strange. Sometimes if you start a new map, you can cut the grass, and sometimes you can't. So I don't know why it's the case in this map. I guess you need to cultivate first and replant it as grass, then it might work. But if it doesn't, I'll be a little annoyed. But it's the way it goes sometimes. But we will be able to get started on doing some hay. I'll probably just do grass for this to start off, and then maybe I'll go into hay. It's not a very big field, and I already have the outline of it, so I can use the vintage pieces. So I guess the pieces I sold earlier on, I guess I can buy them back. But yeah, that's kind of funny actually. Now that I think about it. But he's doing a good It looks like he's not planting anything, but I guess it takes a while to grow. Kind of makes me sad. I thought it would look cooler than this. Some of the maps you see out there have some really nice grass textures, I guess it would be. Like a real life texture, but this map doesn't, so which is fine. I don't mind. Still a nice looking map. I like how things are non-collidable, which makes my life a lot easier. Some people aren't into that. I could care less. It's about having fun, and if I run into things, it's less fun. So, oops, I don't want to do that. I wanted to check, see what my stocks were. So I have barley. I have a little bit of canola still. So 3,121 canola. That would probably give me maybe it's about, I don't know, maybe about 10,000 maybe. I might have to sell something soon so I can stay in the positive, but I'll have to wait till it's done. Maybe I'll take a little jaunt down with this guy and sell some canola. I think I actually have a course set up to sell stuff at the mill, if I think about it. Yeah, I do. It's funny, I'm recording in MP4 format, which is kind of interesting. So my frame rate when I play, it's a little choppy, but when you watch, it's not that choppy, which is kind of funny. I can record in AVI as well, but I found it just took up too much space. This way I can record a lot. I don't mind the choppiness a little bit, because then I can play, record a lot longer for you guys and go from there. Ooh, we're at 31 productivity with those sheep, or those pigs, sorry. Fancy. The only thing I don't understand is that I don't know why water costs. Like if I go to the river and pick up water, it costs me money, which is kind of annoying actually. I would have thought it would be free from the lake or the river, but it's not, which kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shoo. Yeah, you can see right through the engine. Doesn't look very nice. Inside though, it's pretty plain. Not a fancy tractor by any means. It's not going to win any mod contests. But if you look closely, you can see the throttle right there moving, which is kind of cool. And you can also see the RPM / how fast you're going. It's kind of cool. It kind of looks like the fuel gauge works, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. But he's doing a good job. It's good to have a second tractor, so I'm able to do something else. Although when you hire them both out like this, makes it a bit less interesting, I guess. There's only so many tractors you can have running at the same time. At one point, I did have 3 tractors, then I sold those so I can get. I think it was the field. That's what I ended up wanting to get in the end, but almost done. I think the next thing I might want to upgrade will be the probably the harvester, because that thing is slow. That's a couple $100,000, so that's going to be not that much fun to save up for. Well, thinking about how long it took for the how long it took for just for that field over there. $100,000, $200,000. Sorry, I'd be at 220, I think, something like that. It'll take a while. So I am going to end the episode here for you, so you guys don't have to watch the whole time of this. And then I'll come back at you guys when these guys are. Well, I'm probably going to plant this field as canola, and I'll have that field as grass, and then I'll come back at you when it is time to cut some grass, because you guys seen harvesting a few times already, so I'm going to come back and show you guys cutting the grass, and then we'll collect that as well. Sound fair? Well, you can't really respond, but okay. Anyways, my name's Ian Robson once again. I'll talk to you guys soon, and have yourselves a good day.